You might have come across this new study published in Journal of Perinatology on air leak management. This was done in one of the major hospitals in Israel, and it was done retrospectively over a 10-year period. The babies who had air leaks, which was spontaneous, who did not need significant intervention, were reviewed according to the group management. So basically they categorized the babies as babies with respiratory distress secondary to the air leak, and babies with respiratory distress and desaturation. And among these babies they categorized with expectant treatment, which was just monitoring them, nitrogen washout, where they gave 100% oxygen trying to clear the air leak faster, and targeted oxygen therapy, which is the standard treatment with oxygen according to the saturation titration. So in terms of the results, so the groups were not much different, but they found among the babies with nitrogen washout, there was a quicker recovery, time to resolution as highlighted here, 81 hours for the expectant management group or the oxygen group compared to 31 hours for the nitrogen washout. One key point to remember here is that the nitrogen washout means exposing the baby to 90 to 100% oxygen. We know the risk associated with hyperoxia in these babies, and obviously they had compared a group of 12 babies in the expectant management group with 52 babies who were managed with the nitrogen washout. There were also significantly higher number of babies with meconium aspiration in the babies who presented with desaturation and respiratory distress compared to the other group. So overall, just over 50% of the babies were treated with nitrogen washout, and there was no significant difference in the results. So my suggestion is that we shouldn't give importance to these results. Hyperoxia is always harmful, and even if we don't see the side effects at that stage, it might cause problems in the future. The differences shown in this large group study is not significant, and there are other explanations for the slight difference in management, as I explained, by the different numbers and the skewing of hours of management according to this. You can refer the original study as well if you manage access to the article, which is open access. And I'll also share the link to my own video on air leak management, where I have discussed this part as well. I will provide it in the video info. I hope you find this helpful, and do share your thoughts.